For many of us, our fur babies are a huge part of our families, so you always want to make sure that they have the best. Joining us now with ways to bring back the comfort is Jacob Palmer with Best Reviews. Jacob, thanks so much for joining us here on Live in the Bay.
And thanks for having me. You know, pets, are, like you said, are a part of our family, so we want to make sure that we equip them with the absolute best, and that's what we brought today, so really looking forward to going through these.
Wonderful, me too, and for all of our dog moms, cat moms, whatever you are, these are going to be the perfect products. I'm a dog mom, so I'm excited to learn about this first product over here.
So this is from YUFFIE. It's kind of a product that people became familiar with, especially when they returned to work for the first time with all of their pandemic pets, and they wanted them to be comfortable at home. Also, there's a lot of, extra concern going on around that time. And so what's so cool about this is that it allows you to monitor your pet from wherever. And a lot of the times with these smart devices where you have to download a proprietary app, the app is super buggy, it doesn't always work, it's kind of wonky in a lot of different ways. This has a very smooth app, and the best part about that app is that at any moment you can dispense a treat out to your dog and let them know you're caring about them and all of that. And then, for a lot of us that live in the Bay, we have neighbors that are nearby, so if your dog is also causing a ruckus, you can put your voice through it, tell your dog, hey, let's calm down a little bit. And for a lot of people, they found that that was effective because there is something comforting to the dog, even if you aren't there to be there and comfort them yourself in person.
So I think that if you have a dog that has maybe some separation anxiety, this might be the product for you. Something else that helps with the doggos, these Kong products.
Well, so much of the dog psychology that you learn about when you're training is that they need a purpose, they need something to work on, they need something to engage their brain. These Kong products is a classic product. It's called the Kong Classic for a reason, and that's because they've been around for forever because they work. And what's so cool about it, and this one, this year, they keep on trying to make them more and more indestructible. I'd like to see your Great Danes take a turn at it because I think that that would put a pretty good test against it. But what's so cool about it is that for big and small dogs alike, they really love this product because it gives them that stimulation, it gives them that engagement, and then as they play with it, obviously little treats come out, and that makes it all the more appealing to them.
And I love that it comes in different sizes too, so whether your dog is big, small, they have the size for you. Speaking of big and small, we have a few chew toys for the little guys as well.
Absolutely. Well, we've got one for the big, and then we've got one for the small. So we'll start with the one for the big there. That's the blue one. It's really cool because it is just set up to honestly help the dog's health, but also keep them occupied. And so what's great about this is that with the grooves that it has in it, as the dog digs into it with its teeth, it will also clean some of the tartar and plaque off of it. And as us pet owners know, those teeth cleanings as they get older get more and more expensive. So even if you have to buy a few of these because bigger dogs can destroy almost anything, you'll still be saving money in the long run because they're running for, $10 or less, which when you're looking at a teeth cleaning that's going to cost you about $1,500, you can buy a lot of chew toys for that.
Yes, you can. You can buy a lot of chew toys for that.
And then the dogwood, which is the other one that we've got here on the table, is for those dogs that love sticks. And, especially with the weather that we've been having lately, I don't think anybody wants a bunch of dirty sticks being dragged into their house.
I don't think so either.
So this is a great way to wean your smaller, medium, or even a, larger dog off of that habit because this is also flavored. So they're going to prefer this over the stick because if you could choose something that tasted like a stick or tasted vaguely like bacon, I think you'd probably go with the latter, right? And so this is one of those products, again, that we really like because it helps with behaviors, but it also rewards the dog in the long run.
So this helps with behaviors, but what about their overall health over here?
Again, and you go back to that, point about the teeth cleaning and how expensive they are. I own a small dog, and as small dogs get a little bit older, they end up having more issues with the plaque and tartar and things along of that nature. What we love about this, though, and a lot of these other products, is that they make the pet owner's life a little bit easier. And isn't that what we're all really looking for at the end of the day?
Yes, at the end of the day.
So easy to administer this to your dog. All you have to do is sprinkle a little bit of it onto their food or water. It doesn't add any taste, so they won't notice any difference. And then at the end of the day, it helps their dental hygiene, which it can provide a few benefits, not only in the cost, like I mentioned, but also, nobody likes it when the older dog walks in the room and the entire smell changes. Also great for cats, so check it out there as well.
Wonderful. And again, if we're going to clean our teeth, we got to clean our pets' teeth as well. And speaking of pets, what about if you want to bring maybe a small animal, a cat or a small puppy along with you for the ride?
And why we love this so much, especially for our Bay Area viewers, is because it is a backpack. So you can just throw it on, throw it on your back. And a lot of us, we don't have cars. We need to be able to get from A to B, and you want to go to the vet. this is a great way to be able to transport your cat, your small dog, or we tested it with a rabbit, and it also worked there. Our favorite part about this product from Texans, though, is that it has a removable pad at the bottom, so it's super easy to clean, doesn't get gross over time like so many products that contain our pets can, and this is just super effective for those different reasons. And it does fit. It breaks down very small as well, so it can fit into a drawer in between uses. Another great benefit for us Bay Area folks who don't have a ton of space to store everything.
And you mentioned something gross. Sometimes cleaning up litter can be a little gross, but this next product actually removes a lot of the steps.
Takes the gross out of it in a lot of different ways. So this is the litter robot, and why we love it is because it takes the grossness out. Let me repeat that, right? And so what's great about that is that what happens is that you fill it with normal kitty litter like you would any other product, and then it will detect, and it's got a smart app as well, it will detect when your when your cat has done his or her business in there, and then it will sift it out kind of like a washing machine, and it will sift out the gross parts down into a lower container or compartment. You pull it out of a bag, throw it directly in the trash. You're not doing any of the handiwork yourself. And our testers who used it absolutely adore that last part, that they aren't having to go in there and sift through it like the opposite of a gold miner. So at the end of the day too, it really fits in well if you're pairing it with your washer and dryer, something that's a little bit more utilitarian. I think that's one of the ways that we recommend getting over some of the aesthetic parts of it to make it fit into your home as a bigger piece of furniture.
Well, these are all honestly a little piece of gold. So thank you so much for joining us here today on Live in the Bay.
And thanks for having me.